What's going on, guys? Sarva here, bringing you the 16th episode of my F1 2012 career, Season 2 with Red Bull. Today we're at Korea, so let's get straight into the qualifying. So coming through onto the lap of Korea with the DRS open, I've got a pretty good setup here at Korea, so hoping for a good qualifying. So we're coming through to the main straight, using most of our curves and coming down. And so I'm hoping for a good qualifying. As I said, we haven't had a points finish for 2 races, so I'm going to have to make it a good race as well. And my setup's pretty good. It's got some nice straight line speed, but also enough downforce so that when we come into this next sector after this straight, that we can still cope with the downforce levels needed. And I don't know about people's opinions about this track. Sometimes I really do like driving it when you're in the flow, especially on this qualifying lap. I did feel in the flow and I did like driving it, but sometimes it's just a bit annoying, especially in this sector. Sometimes in the race or just whenever you're like qualifying, when you're trying to go through it, sometimes it's just a bit awkward and a bit annoying to go through it. So yeah, comment below what you think of this track. You know, quite a lot of people didn't like it. Quite a lot of people didn't like the fact that we were going to Korea where literally there's no one in the stands. And like, you know, even Codemasters here, look, as you can see in the background, they've got scaffolding and what's it called, cranes and stuff. You know, it does feel just like an industrial park, and it doesn't really feel like a proper Grand Prix. I mean, it's a shame, really. You know, there's not really many people. It's in quite a secluded area, this track, so in real life it's quite a shame that not many people turn out for it, but hopefully it will grow and grow. So now we're coming through to the last corners, and we're going to open on DRS as early as we can, coming across the bump and coming to the line, and we set a pretty fast lap, and it's fast enough to get poles, so it's going to have to be a good race. So let's get straight into it. So we're here for the start of the Korean Grand Prix. I'm on pole. A great qualifying, and I'm going to have to make it a good race to, well, really just score some points. I just want some points. It's been 2 races since I scored some points, so it's going to have to be a good race. My rival Lewis Hamilton's in 3rd. So we're coming up to 5 red lights, and we are off for the Korean Grand Prix, getting an okay start, bogging down a time bit, coming into the tricky first corner. And as I say, it's tricky. I go wide and go off the racing line, go on the side stuff, and I can't accelerate properly, obviously, because you go on there and Codemasters have banned you from accelerating properly. So Rosberg's got a jump on me, but I'm going to use my curves to try and counteract it. So we're coming through to the hairpin now. Hamilton's coming on my right. Now coming through to the braking zone. I think I've got the pass done back on him, but I go too wide, lock up on the right tire, and Rosberg squeezes past into 1st place. Jenson Button overtakes Lewis Hamilton behind me. So now we are in 2nd place. Jenson Button is behind me. So now we're cutting to lap 2, and I go horribly wide in the first corner, just come in so hot and just lock up majorly on the left tire. And Button overtakes me, Hamilton overtakes me. I've got to desperately overtake Hamilton at least. So I use most of my curves. I'm going to slipstream Hamilton. I'm going to go down the left-hand side into that hairpin braking zone. I'm going to re-overtake him for 3rd place. But Jenson Button has got ahead of us into 2nd. So it's Nico Rosberg leading with Jenson Button and then me. So coming off, and ooh, there's a bit of a spin there. Don't know what happened there. Schumacher just tried to dive down the inside of me. And now we're cutting to lap 4. And now we're in the DRS zone. Obviously, Hamilton's in the DRS zone. I'm not in any DRS zone, so I'm desperately wishing I was. I'm using my curves. Hamilton's coming down with DRS, getting a bit of grass on my left tire. He's coming down with DRS. He comes through. We're side by side. But now I just brake a lot harder and later, and we make the re-overtake, and we're back into 3rd place. Lewis Hamilton's still following us. And now we're cutting all the way to lap 5 again. In the same place, Hamilton's got DRS. And now I'm going to stick to the left-hand side. He's got DRS. He's not as close as he was last time. So we're coming in hot into the hairpin. And we go nice and tight on to the corner. And now we're coming through. And oh god, Hamilton spun. I don't know what happened there. He must have tried to dive down the inside of me and it wasn't working. So now we've got to the end of lap 5. And you can see on the left, Jenson Button has spun out on the mini-map. As you can see, he's spun out. So I'm into 2nd place, that means. Jenson Button has spun out. So that is race over. Lewis Hamilton also spun out, and I don't know what that was about. That was a really silly move from Hamilton. So both the McLarens having a bad race, and Mercedes are having a great one as Rosberg's winning and Schumacher's in fourth. But I lose the rear. The front wing's broken, but the pit is right there. I can get back into the pits nice and easy. But no, Schumacher, the bastard. Oh, God, Schumacher ruins my strategy. I was going to come straight into the pits, and it would have been no harm done. But Schumacher has ruined it. I'm going to have to do a whole lap without a front wing, and here it is, the end of the lap without a whole front wing. I'm down to 15th place. Hamilton is right behind me. He's spun out and now he's behind me, and he'll overtake me in the pit stops as I come in for a slow pit stop as the front wing needs changing onto those soft tyres. But Hamilton has overtaken me. My rival is ahead of me. This is not what I wanted. So now we're coming to lap 11 in the DRS zone, trying to catch Hamilton, overtake Maldonado. Kothkane's there, and then Massa's ahead of him. Hamilton's up the road, so I've really got to, just quickly as I can, pass all three of these guys, and then power past and try and overtake Hamilton, who's way up the road, as you can see on the mini-map. So now we're chasing down Massa, and now we're going to cut to lap 13. This is the closest I got to Felipe Massa, because the pace just was not there on these soft tyres. And I finished the race in 13th place, lap 14 of 14. Nico Rosberg wins. Hamilton gets into the points. That is 3 in a row, no points finish, and that was just because of Schumacher. I could have got into the pits and easily, got a 4th place, but no, Hamilton is beating me 3-1 in this rivalry. In the next episode, if he beats me, that's it. I don't get a McLaren seat. And next episode will be the Indian Grand Prix. I'm doing a 100% race at India, so keep your eyes peeled for that. But I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Give it a like if you did. Comment below. Subscribe if you're new for weekly F1. And as I said, 100% race in India. And I've got a 28 gap to Hamilton. So I'm going to have to score some points. That's why that's going to be 4 in a row. That's just going to be depressing. And we're still leading in the constructors. So guys, hope you guys enjoy the video again. Enjoy the rest of your day. I've been Afra, and I will see you next time.